My name is Mikey Henriksen. I'm from Geneva, Illinois. I'm a senior at Hope College and grew up in a Christian home, but in high school, sports and the party scene, drinking and drugs definitely drove my life. Freshman year, went out every weekend. That's what my life was surrounded around, and that's where I found my identity. After freshman year, I found myself in the deepest, darkest place of my life, just really broke down. The first time I truly encountered Christ was at the beginning of sophomore year when some upperclassmen came by with a pizza. We simply just watched a movie and broke out into a prayer session that lasted all night, and the following night we did the same thing. From that night on, my life was changed in the fact that it was the first time that I realized Christ's love for me, and the first time I realized that all this sin, all the darkness, all my mistakes, all my shortcomings, Christ had paid for those on the cross, and Christ had taken those, and he said, I've taken your past sin and your future sin. I just want to know you. From that point on, my life was no longer driven by my old ways of sports and drinking and drugs and all that stuff where I thought I found life, but rather it was driven by Christ. I think Satan really likes to pinpoint sin and shortcomings and failures in our lives. As a response to that, we feel the temptation to fix ourselves, to make ourselves look right before we come to God. But the fact is that Jesus already did that. In Jesus on the cross, he took all our shortcomings, all our failures, and all our sin, and he's taken that. And he defeated that when he rose from the grave. And what is he saying now? He's saying, just come to me. I just want to know you, and I just want to be your friend. And so I would encourage Hope College in that. Like, despite how you see yourselves, God only loves you, and he sees you as worthy, and he sees you as valuable. Go to God, be real with God, and it's okay to come before God broken, because we're all broken. The verse Philippians 2:3 comes to mind of, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain, but in humility consider others better than yourself. Jesus came down and he became nothing. That's humility. And if I want to follow Jesus, I gotta trust that it's becoming nothing and considering others something. And so I've been learning to just walk that out, and there's so much freedom in that. Freedom to love others, freedom from comparison, and just freedom just to live my life for Christ.